I think that that's hard. I think that I try to spend it doing things that I love and building up the last memories that I could build, because that's the only thing we get when we go, right? If I have businesses, I try to set everything up for to move on to somebody else. I try to spend good quality this time with families and people I love, and I try to do things that it doesn't matter what people think or what could happen. I'll do it anyway, because probably that's gonna be the only last chance that I have. Who's Kevin Rosado? Well, that's a good question. Kevin is a person that he wants to do different things, new things. He wants to always get better, trying to get every opportunity to learn and grow. He wants to be better every day. He wants to reach his goals. He's a person, nice guy, very humble, very visionary. Likes to work around with people, teamwork, and he's very he likes sports. He likes businesses, of course. So he's a nice person that is he gets along with people very easy as well. My story is, well, I got here when I was 19 years old. That was in 2012, December 2012. I got here because my family decided to make a change, especially my mom. So I remember I was having a good life back in Puerto Rico, going to college, having the good life with my friends, and from nowhere my mom decided to just come here after she faced a divorce with my dad. So she wanted to change. Now, I didn't want to come. I was okay, like I said, but at the same time, I was worried that she didn't know any English. She didn't have a roof. Plus, on top of that, she was bringing my two little brothers that in that time they had 12 and 14 years. They were 12 and 14 years old. So no English, no roof, no job, no anything. So I was like, all right, so it's either see them probably suffer and me staying here, or I just go with them. So I dropped everything and I moved out with them. I came here at 19 years old. At that time, I started looking for jobs. I started looking for opportunities. I stopped going to college. So I dedicated myself to be a parent, to be a brother, to be a son, to be a husband, to be pretty much everything and everyone. So I learned a lot. I get to grow faster, get to mature a lot faster as well. And yeah, so I like that. Even though I was taking responsibilities that was beyond my age, if I can say it that way, but I did it. And 2 years after, we were doing good. I had two part-time jobs, plus starting to go to college, and my mom decided to go back because my brothers, one of them was having a hard time in school. High school here are like difficult. There's a lot of bully, and one of them started getting frustrated and getting affected by that. So my mom sent them away, and the other one stayed here by himself every day, just from home to school and from school to home. So nothing different, just same thing every day. He got bored, no friends, no nothing. Like we couldn't really go out with him because we were like busy working. So he ended up bothering my mom like every single day. Mom, I want to go back. Mom, I want to go back. So she sent him as well but she was like, all right, so I'm not gonna have you two being your grandfather's or grandparents' responsibility, because it's not fair. So I'm gonna go with you again. And she wanted me to go with her, and I decided no, I'm staying, because I don't want to keep dropping everything and just moving around just because. Now I already have everything set up here, started going to college again, and I like it here, so I'm staying. She didn't want to. She said, you couldn't make it, it's gonna be hard for you, who's gonna, you won't be able to pay the rent by yourself, blah, blah, blah. I was like, listen, it doesn't matter, I'm staying, I'll figure out, and until today's day, I'm still here. If my mom would have made the decision to move to Florida, I don't know, probably I would have stayed in Puerto Rico, finished college. I was studying computer engineer. Maybe I would probably, I don't know. I have so many thoughts at that time. I wanted to stay, finish college, and at the same time I wanted to be here as well and move to the United States and complete college here, and or get a job here. So I was like debating between staying there or moving out here. So my path, I don't know what could it be, but as soon as I finished college, I was looking to see if I could get an opportunity out here in the United States. So probably I would have been here by then doing something different and not doing real estate. So I got to real estate about 5 years ago. So one of my friends, my close friends, he was doing real estate, and I started getting closer to him every single day, and I kind of like it. So at that time I was looking for something different, something that will give me more freedom to my schedule and to help me grow as well. So I started getting related with people doing real estate. And one time I was told, hey, why don't you get your license and start doing real estate as well? I was like, I don't know. I just I was scared because I had the employee mindset. I was scared, getting out of the secure and going for the unsecure. So it was like I don't know. I'd rather stay here and have my bills paid and everything. But at the same time, I wanted that freedom. And I was like, you know what? Let me try. If anything goes wrong, I can always go back. So I did it. It was the first year. It was amazing for me since I got my license. I started working with Edison and Juan. Juan was the one that referred me to Edison. So I interviewed with Edison. And ever since, it was a learning experience. And I liked it. I like the way the real estate is. I like the way I can help clients get their properties and their home, their future homes. So it's something that made me realize that I was wasting my time being an employee, or working for somebody else, rather than doing something for myself that makes me happy, makes me good, makes me grow, makes me create really good relationships, and also makes me help people get what they want, which is their house. Okay, so when More Homes first opened, I was, I'm not saying my peak, but I was getting into a better path, being more consistent, being more like hands-on, helping other agents, new agents as well, in their process and their learning process, and just because I wanted to. So, and I was doing really good with my business. Plus, on top of that, I was taking the time out to helping other agents. So Edison and Juan just saw that in me, and they decided to give me my opportunity. They saw that the potential, they saw the vision, they saw that that I was a person that they can trust and rely on. So they did, and they offered me the opportunity. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared. I was like, I didn't want to, get that responsibility. At that moment, I was like, well, I mean, that's gonna be a huge responsibility, because now it's not only gonna be my sales or my progress, but it's also gonna be other agents too. So, but I decided to give it a try, and I saw it as an opportunity for me to get to the next step, which was become, more influential, more leadership, have more growth into real estate, and probably, get to the next level, which is, getting a bigger team. And so I took it as a challenge, and here I am. So the hardest thing, or the biggest challenge as a team leader, I think it's being able to manage frustration. And what I mean with frustration is being able to handle the difficult process or difficult clients, or the frustrations on the process from being on the contract onto closing, and not letting it pass to my agents, so they cannot see the frustration, right? So and always at the same time, even though I feel frustrated, or at some points, at the same time, giving them the right energy, the motivation to keep going forward, and help them as well on their issues as well. So that, I think that was one of the biggest part for me as a team leader, along with other things. Being able to talk to them roughly, and being very more restricted with them, having those hard conversations. At the beginning was something that I didn't know how to do, or maybe I knew how to do it, but I didn't want to be on that uncomfortable conversation with them, because I wanted to be the nice guy, the nice team leader. So that's something that I've been learning, and I've been getting better. What other challenge? Being more consistent with myself and with the team, being more trying to be, or working hard to be reliable, very more flexible, to be there or be present for them all the time when they need me, and at the same time, being able to be flexible and being there for my clients as well when they need me. So I think that's another huge challenge, being able to manage both at the same time without letting anybody down. So I think that was those are the biggest challenges for me as a team leader.
¿Y cómo es para no tragarte esa frustración, pero tampoco tenerla?
So for me to when I get frustrated, the times that I get frustrated, either with the team or with any of my clients, for me to not get that frustration consume me, what I do is I try to not talk to nobody about it, or tell people about my problems and issues, because that doesn't help. So what I do is I listen to podcasts, I listen to other people or entrepreneur histories, to see what type of challenge or issues they have faced, and how they have get out of that. So also reading books that help me a lot, like I level up my emotional intelligence, because I believe that when you have a bigger or stronger emotional intelligence, that will help you get rid of the problems easier, because what I always say is, like, your problems might be at this level, but if your emotional intelligence is at this level, you will see the problems as something like that's easy fix. So that's what I always try to keep my emotional intelligence at the top. Keep learning every day, keep reading, listening to other stories, listen podcasts. So whenever I get a challenge or an issue in life, I'm able to handle it really easy. They're not easy. Every time they get even more complicated, but I'll try to always see the positive out of it. So something that always helped me manage frustrations as well is I see everything as an opportunity, as a challenge for me to go to the next level or to grow. that's something that always helped me a lot, because I don't see life as a problem. I don't see situations as a problem. I see them as an opportunity for me to grow and keep going forward. Well, podcasts, I listen to a lot of them. Like every one that I listen a lot in the morning is an audio from Les Brown, and it's a motivational speech that I use in the morning. Mostly that will pump me up and give me the right energy to keep to attempt my day in the best way. Books. The recent one that I read was called Winning, and it talks about how a winner, what he needs to face and do in order to win every single day, and how to get to the level that you want to be. Also, that helped me a lot was Think and Grow Rich. That helped me level up my mindset, my emotional way of think, and I've read many books that have helped me grow personally. For example, I like a lot of John Maxwell books about leadership, that help me not only on leadership but how to be a better person as well. So there's many books that have helped me get to the point that I'm at right now. My motivation, that's a good question. I think what motivates me to keep going forward is my family, and family in general. Of course, I want to be able to provide for my family, for my wife and future kids. I want to be able to provide as well for my parents. Once they get older, I want to be there for them. I want to be able to help and not having to look at my bank account and say, nah, I won't be able to do it this month or until I get better. So I don't want to have that problem. But my biggest motivation is I want to change the path of my family generation. All of them have been employees. Like every single one, the ones that I know and past generations, they all have been employees. And I want to be the first one and be able to change that mindset and demonstrate that there's another way of doing things. It's not only going to college and get educated and find a job, but that you can also be an entrepreneur and you can create your own path and be successful as well. So there's two paths, and I want to show that there's another way of making things happen and living life as well. I try to be more reasonable with my decisions. I'm very analytic, so I try to study everything. However, there's sometimes that my feelings get in the way. I say, all right, do it. I'm very impulsive as well. When I think of something, I try to study, I try to analyze everything, but when I need to act fast, I just go with the flow and say, all right, let's do it. I think that's part of being impulsive a little bit. Yeah, and that's me. There's always one habit that it's giving me a hard time. It's the time management, and it's really hard for me because even though I'm working on it, right? But the problem is, and that I try to be available for everything and anything. I try to help here, I try to help there, I try to be here, I try to be there at the same time. And that compromises my schedule. And sometimes I do something that is not on my schedule, and I was like, so I have another appointment and I'm getting late because I put something in the way that I was not supposed to, or I didn't have plans for. So I think that's my biggest my biggest problem right now with the habits, and I think the other one, it's being consistent. So, but I'm working on them, and as I said, I'm always looking for ways to improve and get better. Wow. I'm very passionate. I'm very familiar, and probably if they listen to this, they will say that no, that's not true. I'm very home oriented. I don't want to go parties. I don't like to be out, even though I like to be around people and friends, but I'd rather stay home and prefer stay be relaxed at home than be outside. I like sports. I like going. I love nature. I love animals. What else? I think that's I try to get along with everyone and everything. So, but at the same time, those are the things that I think I like the most. The power of reading fast, because that way I can get more knowledge and probably grow a lot faster and get to the goals a lot faster as well. So read fast and apply them with the same velocity. I mean, that could be a superpower, just to be able to read fast and have all that information stick in your mind without forgetting every single thing. I see myself in a whole new level, and as a person, with many teams, bigger teams, and as well, having different couple properties, investment properties as well, having other businesses, having my family with my kids running. What else? Traveling a lot, and just be there for people. Like, I also see myself like being a speaker, so that way I can help others get to their next level and help them grow as well. This is Kevin Rosado, team leader of More Homes, and this is More Home Studios. And something that I want to share with you is the only limit is yourself. So go for it.